If you're interested in digital radio scanners but find them a bit confusing, you're in the right place. In this video, we've done the hard work for you and picked the top 3 digital scanners you can buy right now. I'll give you clear and honest info about what each one is good at and what it's not, so you can choose the right scanner for your needs and budget. Number 3 is the Uniden BCD996P2. If you're looking for a reliable mobile scanner that works with P25 Phase 2 systems and costs around $500, the BCD996P2 is a solid choice. One of its best features is that it handles both analog and digital signals well, including P25 Phase 2. Unlike some other scanners in this price range, it doesn't rely on an SD card, which can sometimes fail, something that happens on models like the Bearcat BCD536HP. This makes the BCD996P2 feel like a more stable and dependable option. You can program it with free software like FreeScan. This makes it easy to download frequencies from Radio Reference and set it up for your local area. However, there are a few small downsides. For example, some users find it hard to completely turn off the close call feature. Sometimes, it locks onto a nearby signal and won't go back to normal scanning unless you fix it manually. It's not a major issue, but it can be annoying at first. Another problem is the weather alert feature. When it's turned on, it can interrupt what you're listening to every few seconds. Most people just turn it off. Once everything is set up, you might also notice that some channels are louder or quieter than others. Even with automatic volume control on, you may still need to adjust the volume for each channel manually to make things sound more balanced. If you're streaming your scanner audio online, these volume changes can be frustrating for listeners. That's why it's a good idea to adjust volume levels carefully. Also, updating the scanner's firmware helps improve how it handles digital signals. For example, updating to version 1.08.1 makes P25 reception much clearer. The sound quality is especially good when you use an external speaker. The built-in speaker works, but it can sound muffled, especially with digital audio. If you live in an area with digital simulcast systems, where multiple towers send the same signal, placing your antenna in the right spot is important for good reception. The BCD996P2 also supports DMR and NXDN upgrades if you update the firmware. You can do this yourself by following the instructions, or you can pay someone to do it. Doing it yourself saves money and isn't too hard. You can also use quick keys to easily turn systems or channels on and off. This is helpful if you want to skip certain traffic without changing all your settings. Overall, the BCD996P2 gives you strong performance and advanced features that both beginners and experienced users will appreciate. Compared to other scanners in its price range, it does very well, especially because it doesn't have the risk of SD card problems. It has a few minor issues like uneven volume and close call quirks, but it's still a great value because of its clear audio, reliability, and upgrade options. Pros: good price, no SD card, so no risk of card failure, clear digital sound, especially with an external speaker, easy firmware updates, can upgrade to support DMR and NXDN. Quick keys make it easy to control what you hear. Cons: close call feature can be hard to turn off completely. Some channels may be too loud or too quiet. Weather alert can interrupt scanning. Built-in speaker sounds muffled, especially on digital. Number 2 is the Uniden BCD325P2. The best choice if you're on a budget. The Uniden BCD325P2 is one of the best low-cost handheld digital scanners that works with both P25 Phase 1 and Phase 2 trunking systems. That makes it a great option if you want to listen to digital radio systems without spending too much. It covers a wide range of frequencies, from 25 MHz to 960 MHz, and works well with both analog and digital signals. So most people will find it does what they need. Compared to other scanners in this price range, its support for modern digital systems is a big plus. One of its best features is how light and compact it is. You can easily throw it in a bag or clip it to your belt and carry it all day without it getting in the way, unlike bigger, bulkier scanners. Another helpful feature is that it runs on 2 regular AA batteries instead of a special battery pack. So if the batteries run out, you can just pop in new ones, rechargeable or regular, and keep going. The downside is that battery life is short, around 4 hours, especially if the backlight or extra features are on. You can plug it in using USB to charge, but it still uses battery power even when plugged in, so it won't run forever unless you keep swapping or charging batteries. Programming. This scanner can be a bit tricky if you're new to it. It doesn't come with software or an easy-to-use zip code setup like some more expensive models. You'll likely need third-party software like ProScan, ArcXT, or FreeCAN, along with a radio reference subscription to make setup easier. If you're not following huge systems, the memory should be enough. But if you're tracking large networks with lots of talk groups, the scanner has some limits, like only 500 IDs per group. You might get error messages if you go over those limits, which can be frustrating if you're in an area with a big statewide P25 system. Some users also report simulcast distortion, which can cause trouble if you live near several broadcast towers. It might miss or scramble some transmissions. You can fix this by adjusting the P25 threshold settings, usually to around SAW 6 to 8. You can also try moving the scanner slightly or using a different antenna to improve reception. Even with these issues, the BCD325P2 is still a strong choice for the price. It doesn't have fancy extras like SD card storage or a built-in database, but if you want a reliable portable scanner, especially for travel, it offers good value. It's simple, supports digital trunking, covers a wide frequency range, and lets you use easy-to-find AA batteries. Summary. What's good? Lightweight and easy to carry, uses regular AA batteries, supports digital trunking, P25 phase 1 and 2, can be charged with USB, audio is clear for its size. What's not so good? Battery life is short, about 4 hours, struggles with simulcast unless you tweak settings, limited memory for large systems, no built-in programming tools or zip code setup, needs third-party software and a subscription for easier programming. Bottom line, if you don't need all the advanced features of top-tier models, this scanner is a great, affordable choice, especially for digital monitoring and portable use. And number 1 is the Uniden SDS200, the best high-end scanner you can get. The Uniden SDS200 is a powerful digital scanner that really shines when it comes to picking up modern trunked radio systems. One of its best features is the large, bright color screen, which makes it easy to see what channel and talk group you're listening to. At around $700, it offers a lot more than just basic scanning. It's especially good at picking up P25 phase 2 simulcast signals clearly, without the choppy audio that some other scanners struggle with. That's mainly because it uses software-defined radio, SDR technology, which helps it handle tricky digital signals better than older models. It works especially well on strong signals and can easily lock onto transmissions that some other scanners might miss. Even regular analog audio sounds clear and loud. Plus, you can adjust the volume for each channel so everything sounds more balanced. This model is basically the desk or car version of the SDS100 handheld scanner, but it adds a useful feature, an Ethernet port. That means you can stream your scanner audio online through services like Broadcastify, great if you want to listen remotely or share your feed with others. The color screen is sharp and easy to read. You can change the background colors to help with visibility, whether it's day or night. It can be a little hard to see in direct sunlight, but that's not really a problem if you're using it indoors or in the shade. When it comes to tough simulcast systems where multiple towers send the same signal, the SDS200 does a better job than older models like the BCD996P2 or Home Patrol 2. It pulls in clearer audio and has settings that let you fine-tune things to avoid garbled sound, especially in busy city areas. Still, it's not perfect. It doesn't do as well with weak or faraway signals when compared to more advanced SDR devices like AirSpy or SDR Play. It does come with a big frequency database for the US and Canada, so new users can just enter a zip code to get started quickly. More experienced users can use your Sentinel software or tools like ProScan to set up their favorite channels and skip the ones they don't want. One downside is that support for DMR, NXDN, and Pro Voice systems costs extra, which is a bit disappointing given the already high price. Summary: what's great? Excellent at picking up P25 phase 2 simulcast signals. Big, Clear color screen with adjustable background, Ethernet port for streaming and remote control, loud, clear audio with volume control for each channel, easy setup with zip code and built-in database. Could be better. Expensive compared to some other scanners. Must pay extra for DMR, NXDN, and Pro Voice support. Not the best at picking up weak or distant signals. Final thoughts. The Uniden SDS200 is a high-end scanner that's great for serious hobbyists. It costs more, but if you want top performance in a home or mobile scanner, its advanced features, strong signal decoding, and easy setup make it worth it.